going on? What's going on?
Counters here from Tellez early in round one.
In the Katie Taylor fight, the last one she knocked him out with the wind chill with 38 punches around. It was a very questionable game plan that she executed or did not execute. In this fight, she told me at 126 she feels a lot more comfortable at the weight, undefeated at the weight. She got her hands on it at the weight that we usually see. Amanda Serrano.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. About to give you guys my live fight commentary, my live fight reaction to Amanda Serrano versus Reina Tellez. You feel what I'm saying? I got on a little bit late. You know what I mean? They already well into the first round. But it's already looking like it's going to be a motherfucking banger, man. Amanda Serrano's putting that pressure. Renee ain't going nowhere. She look like she ain't got no hoe in her whatsoever. She coming to fight for sure. And Amanda Serrano's getting hit with some shit. But they getting into a good little exchange right now. These are 3-minute rounds from what I understand. So we're about to see who really in shape. You know what I mean? Amanda Serrano's been a huge advocate for these 3-minute rounds. So I'm assuming that she's ready to go the distance. Looks like it's going to be a 10-round bout. And, Reina Tellez, she had a little bit of issues making weight for this fight. You know what I'm saying? They said that she had missed weight on several attempts. And, just looking at her body, you know what I'm saying? Not to be judgmental or anything like that, because she could just be built like that genetically. But she definitely got a lot of fat around the back. You know what I mean? She look like she a little big back. You know what I'm saying? Look like she got a little fat around the underarm area and stuff like that. So that lets me know that she may naturally walk around a bit heavier than what she fights at. You see what I'm saying? Which is, normal for this current state of boxing. But, nonetheless, she had trouble making weight. So we're about to see if that'll hinder her performance in these later rounds, because it's all good when you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. But, when 6, 7, 8 starts to creep in, we're going to see exactly how great a shape Reina Tellez is in. She's looking strong. You know what I mean? She was active in that round. Everything seemed to be working out for her. And even caught Amanda with some good punches that, Amanda had to, walk through. But, we're about to see exactly what type of time, Reina Tellez is on. We also got to take into consideration that Reina was a last-minute replacement, because from what I understand, the woman that Amanda Serrano was supposed to face had tested positive for performance enhancement drugs. So you're talking about somebody who's coming in on last-minute notice, somebody who came in, overweight. You know what I mean? There's some things that, Tellez doesn't have going in her, going her way. But like I said, we're going to see exactly what she's built like, in these later rounds. But as of right now, Amanda Serrano's attempted to establish her jab. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. My boy Tito in the building. Shay, what up? R3, what up? 88 Sports Talk in the building. How y'all feeling, man? Talk to me. How we feeling? But Amanda Serrano, man, she's putting them combinations together. You know what I mean? Being a bit predictable with her offense for real. She just keeps shooting the 1-2, keep shooting the 1-2. I want to see a bit of variety on Amanda Serrano's punches, man. And I would like to see her actually end her combinations with some body shots, because like I said, with this girl looking like she's not in the best of shape and things of that nature coming at last minute's notice, you definitely want to go to that body to see what their conditioning is like. Have you been in the gym? Have you been working, religiously, on your craft? Are you in great shape? Is your core together? All of those questions get answered when the body shots start landing. You feel what I mean? Amanda Serrano just landed a good left hand up top. Shout out to my boy Lorenzo in the building. I like that profile pic you got up, brother. Salute. Lorenzo in the Benzo, showing love from out Tokyo. You feel what I'm saying? But it's looking like a good back and forth right now. I think Amanda Serrano is, doing her thing from a ring generalship standpoint. She's definitely controlling the pace of the fight. and it seems like Amanda Serrano is in control as well. But Renee, she's definitely game because she's not allowing Amanda Serrano to like completely take over these exchanges. She's punching with Amanda Serrano. She's catching Amanda with some good shots. But Amanda, she looks like she's the more in shape individual. She looks like she's the stronger one. She actually looks like the bigger one as well. Tellez looks, fatter, but she doesn't look bigger. Please understand that there is a difference. Ooh, beautiful body shots from Amanda Serrano. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to make them early deposits, man. You know what I mean? It's like when you have a bank account. You know what I mean? That was a good body shot. That caught Tellez's attention. She's hunched over and all. I don't know if Amanda picked up on it, but that body shot definitely hurt her. That was a beautiful uppercut to the body. I think Amanda knows because she keeps shooting down there. I think with her experience, she was able to pick up on that. She keep placing them body shots, man. Them later rounds could get brutal. Shit could get very tragic. Look, yeah. That was a body shot that really caught Tellez's attention. But besides that, that was a great couple rounds. You could probably get that first round of Tellez for real, because Tellez had actually landed a shot that snapped Amanda Serrano's head back. But it was some solid exchanges in that first round. That was probably a toss-up round. But that second round, I definitely gave to Amanda Serrano, especially at the end, because Amanda Serrano had looked like she hit her with a shot that caught her attention to the body specifically. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to my boy PGH Big Dog. What up, man? I don't know who Muzax is, but I'm assuming you meant to say Mazuma. Salute, brother. My boy 88 Sports Talk, he got the right. He agreed with your boy. He said, "Yep, attack the body, see where her conditioning is at." Absolutely, you should be doing that to all of your opponents. To be honest with you, you should always go to their body to see exactly how they react to shots. Are they able to take the shots well? That lets you know they've been training, they've been prepping, they've been getting ready for you, guys. But you know what I mean. On the other side of the coin is they wasn't in shape, they wasn't ready, and you take that gas tank away, you got a good portion of the fight in the bag. You feel what I'm saying? You still spelled Mazuma wrong, brother, but salute. I appreciate you showing love regardless of how the way you spell my name, man. Salute, salute, salute. So now we in round 3. And Tellez is she's still firing, man. She's still firing. What's that? She's still firing. She's still boxing. She still looks like she's in the game. Doesn't look like her body language has changed or she's winning the survival mode. She looks like she's really coming to win. And she doesn't fear Amanda Serrano. You could just tell in the body language that she doesn't fear Amanda, that she really wants to solidify this victory. And there's been a couple upsets on this card, man. Bomba, Gonzalez, Jonathan Gonzalez, I believe his name is, got the upset victory over Yankel Rivera. And Ronda Rousey, that was an upset as well. And Ebony Bridges lost as well, man. So this has been the night of the upsets. Not saying that this is gonna happen today, with the main event. But yeah. 88 Sports Talk said, "How do I feel about the girl that popped dirty?" Brother, at this point, you should know how I feel about people who test positive for performance enhancement drugs. You feel what I'm saying? I treat women and men the same. Y'all seen how the way I held Alicia Bumgarner accountable. I held her accountable just like how I held, guys like Subriel Matias, Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? They all get reprimanded. They all catch this. They all catch these verbal lashings whenever they get caught on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Amanda didn't give her an opportunity. She didn't deserve it. And I hope for a good amount of time she don't get no big fights. You know what I'm saying? But like I stated in the video that I put out today, if y'all ain't see the video I put out today, man, go check it out. I was saying how like boxing really rewards popularity over, everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the views and not about people who actually grinded for their, spot. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that Shawty is the most, popular person, but it just seems like boxing rewards those who do bad for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Garcia, he tests positive for PEDs and shouted all these racial slurs towards black people, and Turkey Al-Sheikh was like, all right, let's give you a big fucking payday to go ahead and do a main event in Madison Square Garden against Rolly Romero. He loses to Rolly Romero, right? Hasn't fought since then. You see what I'm saying? Looked like a shell of himself, looked like absolute dog shit. It was like, hey, we're gonna give you another title shot. We're gonna put you back in the rankings. We're gonna give you another title shot. So now he's about to face Mario Barrios. If you didn't check out that video I did about Ryan Garcia being unfocused in the lead up to this Mario Barrios fight, go check it out, man. Go leave a like. Even if y'all don't watch the whole thing, man, just hit the likes, bro. Let's get the algorithm on the up. If you're able to hype the video, please do so. Yes, 88 Sports Talk. Ebony Bridges did lose. You know what I mean? I didn't know she had a baby with Kell Brook. That was interesting, man. I don't really be knowing people's relationships and stuff like that, but she had her baby there. She said that she was very nervous, and you know what I'm saying. She was coming off of a long layoff. She wants to get back in the ring ASAP. Ronda Rousey, Ronda Rousey, not Ronda Rousey, the girl who beat Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm. You know what I mean? A headbutt made them go to the scorecards, and Holly Holm lost. So they looking like they're gonna run it back. The woman was more than willing to give her an opportunity based off of what she said post fight. And Yankel Rivera, a kid that I think that they rushing in all honesty. I understand he 28 years old, but goddamn, y'all throwing him in there fighting for interim titles. He don't even got 10 fights yet. I mean, putting him in there with guys you put him in there with a guy who from what I believe was a former world champion. You know what I'm saying? Done contended for world titles. And fought and been in 6 championship fights. Y'all was banking on the end of, and I seen what they was trying to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Bomba, Jonathan Gonzalez, I believe that was his name. If it wasn't, please correct me in the chat. They said he was 3-3 in world title fights. That lets you know that motherfucker is game. Like, he might lose, but there's a possibility that he may also win. That's experience that Yankel hasn't really achieved yet. So I think they could have you would have thought that they would have gotten like the message after his last fight, because he didn't look too impressive in that one neither, to be honest. But they keep throwing him in there with dogs, man. They're gonna cut his career real short. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that kid some time to grow. You can't be skipping steps with this shit, man. Unless you like Vasyl Lomachenko, who got 400 Emmys. But even with him, he lost his second professional fight because they was rushing him. You know what I mean? He was somebody who was able to learn and adjust, but there's people who take losses early in their career and they're never the same. So, there's been a few upsets tonight, to say the least. But looks like Amanda Serrano is in control. But it is kind of crazy how Amanda Serrano has gotten as far as she's gotten in her career and is very limited, to be honest with you, man. Like, I'm looking at her right now, and she's very predictable with her offense. You know what I'm saying? Very little defense. She doesn't take her head off the line whatsoever. You can tell she got some good power. She has great conditioning, so that seems like that's what gets her by in a lot of these fights. But I don't know, man. Amanda Serrano, in my opinion, hasn't been looking like the real deal Amanda Serrano that we seen coming up, out of Brooklyn, man. It seemed like she's done this whole rebrand with being from Puerto Rico and, you know what I'm saying, waving the – and she's always been Puerto Rican. Let's not get it wrong. But, like, all just, like, from the island rebrand that they doing now and, just being with Jake Paul, she's got paid a shit ton of money. Congratulations to her. She deserves it. But, Amanda's catching her with some great body shots, man. That shit is going to catch up to her. And you can tell it's bothering. Tellez landed a good right hand. These are some good exchanges, y'all. Tellez ain't playing with Amanda. Man, she getting right with Amanda. Amanda got to get some head movement, man. I know she's in the later part of her career, for real. Wouldn't be surprised if she wrapped it up sometime, like within the next year or two. But she has no upper body movement whatsoever. It's like whatever she throws, she keeps her head right on the center line. So it's never like no shit where it's like, whoa, whoa. You see what I'm saying? It's always whoop, whoop, and then them shots come right back and she gets hit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Amanda, she need to go back to the fundamentals a little bit and just tune those little things up, man, because, having the proper technique on your punches and taking your head off the line could really set you up for some greater opportunities from an offensive standpoint. For example, if I shoot a jab off the line, boom, and somebody shoots a jab at the same time as me, they overextend, that jab goes over my shoulder, I can come back over with a right hand. So not only did I land that jab coming off the slip, but now I have a whole opportunity to hit them with that right hand off of the jab, and then I could bring this off the line. Boom. All right. Now that I turned this right hand all the way over, I'm off the line. Now I got all that weight on my front leg. Now I can come back around with the hook. Boom. Take your head off the line right here. You see what I mean? If you see a shot returning, you could roll right back into place and get right back to your jab. You see what I'm saying? Like, when people actually perfect their technique offensively, it could put them in a great position defensively. You see what I mean? And watching Amanda Serrano, she just head always on the line, head always on the line. She would be able to really put herself she would have a lot more success if she, mixed her defense in with her offense, man. You see what I mean? That's what I noticed in the Katie Taylor fight. And, that's another thing. Like, Amanda didn't look like herself in that third Katie Taylor fight. And this right here, this girl, she could be just different. Maybe she's just a tough cookie, but she's not, Amanda so far, she's not really looking impressive to me as well. She's actually getting hit a whole lot. You see what I mean? She doesn't look discouraged or anything like that, but this is a tit for tat type of fight. But I do think them body shots is going to start to get the Tellez because Amanda's seriously cracking. One of the biggest punchers in female boxing, and those body shots are killing Tellez, man. You can see it all in her body language. She's hunching over. Ooh, my God. She's hunching over. She's not even worried about the head shots no more. Like, she doesn't want to feel those body shots. She doesn't respond too well whenever she gets hit with a left hand to the body from Amanda, whether it's an uppercut or a straight shot to the body. I honestly think that if Amanda continues to do that, she could get the stoppage. But Tellez, in the meantime, she's peppering Amanda with some good shots too. Ooh-wee. Them body shots is killing Tellez, y'all. Now, imagine if Amanda had a little bit of finesse behind that. You feel what I mean? Is she related to Joanna Tellez? No, not that I understand. I believe this woman is a Mexican. I could be wrong. But I feel like Joanna Tellez is Cuban. Let me take a look. I highly doubt she's related to Joanna though. What the hell? Her name is Reina Tellez. I'm sorry. I kept calling her Renee this whole time. Reina Tellez. And she from Texas, so I'm assuming she's Mexican. I could be wrong. You feel what I mean? Did Amanda Serrano titty come out or something? Damn, I missed that. What was that? Why she pull her shirt up? Did her titty come out or something? Let me find out. Did she have a nip slip? Did Amanda Serrano have a nip slip, y'all? I hope that's not what happened. Because that will be on the internet. Oh, man. Was that a nip slip or no? Can somebody let me know in the comments if you was watching the fight? It did a little bit. You lying. Oh, no, I got to see that now. Ain't no way. Damn, Amanda. Oh, my God. Amanda looked like she broke her orbital, bro. Oh, no. That looked like a broken orbital, y'all. I don't give a fuck if it's just a nipple and I'm just a man and I like to look at that type of shit. Let's go, champ. The hell you talking about? It's just a nipple. Come on, you're not a man, so you can't relate. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo, don't be doing that.
Let's go, champ. That's right. The real champ.
Yeah. Let's not do that. You know, we men, that's the type of shit we fuck with. Don't tell us that ain't no big deal. That's a big deal to us. Shit. You better come correct, Smoochie. Shit. I need somebody to show me the video. Can somebody show me what happened? It looked like the camera caught the plain view, but Amanda's face is swelling up. I want to see. I wonder if that's a broken orbital or she just got hit with a good punch. Fuck, I missed it, man. I forgot what I was doing. I was actually looking into Tellez. I was looking into Reina Tellez, see exactly what type time she on. But I don't see no flag on her trunks and none of that. So they just got the U.S. flag by her name. So I don't know exactly where she's from, but regardless, salute to her for taking the fight. But she's game, y'all. She's definitely in some type of shape. We in the 6th round now, and she don't seem like she faded. You can tell them body shots is killing her a little bit, but besides that, she got good energy. She's putting them punches together. It look like her face is swelling up a little bit. So we got us a good little fight right here, y'all. We got a good little fight right here, y'all. This a rumble. This a rumble for sure. I'm sure Amanda was ready for it, but yeah, I don't think people expected her to do her thing like this. I gotta look for my charger, y'all. Let me see where my charger at. I'll be right back. I need my laptop charger. All right, we back. The fight is on the zone, Smoochie. Nah, you ain't getting on Netflix unless you want a Jake Paul undercard. That's what it's looking like. Yes, sir. So good fight, man. I did write that I was gonna have a scorecard for this fight, but I did not keep track. I'm just paying attention to the moments. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to the 16 people. Let's get 16 likes in the building, y'all. Reina came to fight, y'all. She ain't playing. She definitely not playing. She came to win. You know what I mean? Her face a little bit bruised up, too. They both taking a little beating. Shout out to the female boxers that be putting it all on the line for our entertainment. You feel what I'm saying? Beautiful thing out here. Women could fight, too, man. Women could fight, too. But Amanda's swelling looks a lot worse than Reina's. I'll tell you that. I'll definitely tell you that. We're in round 7 right now. And Amanda is pressing forward. Reina looked like she trying to play the counter punching role, or at least wait for Amanda to open up so she could punch in between her shots. She might have been watching a little bit of Katie Taylor, because that's when Katie Taylor had the most success, was when she sat back, let Amanda come to her, and whenever Amanda tried to initiate some type of offense, she would either beat her to the punch or punch in between her shots and get the better of the exchanges. So it looks like that's what Reina is doing as well. I could be wrong, but that's when Tellez has been having the most success, where she punches in between Amanda's shots. And a lot of the reason why, and I'm going back to this, a lot of the reason why Amanda Serrano is struggling, when people punch in between her shots, is because she don't take her head off the line. Her feet be completely stuck in the mud. So instead of punching and pivoting around the opponent, instead of punching and then giving some type of head movement, she's staying right there to be countered. You know what I mean? Like a fighter like Amanda Serrano is like a counter puncher's dream. You see what I mean? A counter puncher, you know what I mean? You ain't got to look for Amanda. You know what I mean? On top of that, on top of not being able to look for her, she's very predictable with her offense. So you'll know off the rip what you're going to counter her with. You see what I mean? And even if you throw some, you could take a small step back off her 1-2, and then come back with something that she's gonna be right there on the line to be hit. You see what I mean? Like Amanda Serrano will do an L step here and there to make her opponent reset and things like that. And she'll even throw a little, she'll even slide her head a little bit, but it's not, it's like half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? Smoochie said grab her up and train her. Well, I mean, I would never say no. I would love to train Amanda Serrano. But she is in the later half of her career. Like I said, I personally feel like she probably only going to box 1 or 2 more years. You know what I mean? Get a couple more paychecks and then just go about her business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would love to train her, but she's a loyal woman. You know I mean, she's been with Jordan Maldonado, her brother-in-law, for her whole career, I feel like. And I highly doubt she would change trainers just to have a year or 2 left in the sport. I just don't see that happening. But I would love to train Amanda Serrano. That, training a world champ, a 7-division world champion like Amanda, that'd be an honor. That'd be a privilege. And I'm Puerto Rican, so why not? Sean Ramsher says Amanda Serrano is a real legend. Absolutely. Yes, she is. Especially in female boxing. That's a fact. You feel what I mean? I don't know if any woman in female boxing will ever get 7 divisions. Like the fact that she got more divisions than Floyd Mayweather, and I understand the male sport, the male version of boxing is different than the female sport. A lot more competition amongst men. You feel what I mean? But shit, getting titles in 7 different divisions, I don't give a fuck, male or female, that shit is not easy. Not easy. You feel what I'm saying? And Amanda is very exciting to watch, despite like her, her limits. You know what I mean? Despite her flaws, she is very entertaining. And she's created some great memories in the sport of boxing. I ain't gonna say the 3rd fight with Katie Taylor. I thought that was a bit disappointing, but the first 2, sheesh. Some of the greatest female fights of all time. Them first 2 fights right there. I had Katie Taylor knocked out on her feet in that first fight. I don't know how the fuck Katie Taylor got past that shit. I still don't know to this day how Katie Taylor survived that. And mind you, this is Amanda Serrano going up to what, 135, 140, when she's naturally a 126 and almost knocking out probably the best female fighter in or around that division. And let's just keep it real. Women having punching power like Amanda, that's not normal. But I don't know, man. Like Amanda, she definitely lost a step to me, in my opinion. Shout out to the boy Coffee Plant in the building. What up? I feel like she definitely lost a step. She's still dangerous. Yeah, I mean, she's still a good fighter. She's definitely still an elite level female boxer. And I do think that she's winning this fight right now with Reina Tellez. But I would like, before she goes on this decline or before she walks away from the sport, there are some fights that I would like to see Amanda Serrano win. One specifically, to be honest with you, and I would like to see her fight Alicia Baumgardner, man. You know what I mean? Like I know you're naturally 126 pounder, but goddamn, Alicia Baumgardner is 130 pounder. Y'all need to make that fight happen. Y'all be taking pictures with each other like y'all friends and all that shit, man. Y'all need to sit down at the table, have a conversation, and get that fucking fight made. You see what I mean? I think that'll be a great fight. You know what I mean? Alicia Baumgardner, she just won her last fight. Looks like Amanda's on track to winning. Ooh, Amanda's getting punched on. See, Amanda just a lot of defensive flaws. This is some shit that Alicia could take advantage of. I do think a younger a younger Amanda Serrano, I do think that she would pulverize and beat the dog shit out of Alicia Bumgarner. But with a little bit of slip that Amanda Serrano is experiencing right now, I do think that Alicia can have some success. Um, Despite how I feel about her, I do think that she could have some success. I still would be rooting for Amanda Serrano. I think Amanda would beat her, to be honest. But you know, I would like to see that fight happen. Why not? You know what I mean? Because if y'all just give Alicia Bumgarner to Caroline Dubois, Caroline gonna beat the dog shit out of Alicia. So y'all just need to go ahead and make that fight happen before Caroline go ahead and fuck that money up. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see Alicia beating Caroline, to be honest with you. And Alicia trying to flex on her like she above fighting her, and it's like, Alicia, stop it, bro. Like you not like that. You not no draw for real. Like you ain't selling out in Ohio. You like, nigga, stop it. Stop it. You is not no draw. Niggas like to look at you, but niggas not paying to see you fight all like that. You know what I mean? You just something to look at. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't no real fans of you like that. They just try to see you in a bikini. Don't nobody want to see you throw punches all like that. You feel me? So yeah, she doing that A-side shit with Caroline. It's like, yo, we know you the A-side with Caroline. So now what? You act like you above Caroline? Your opponent that you just fought ain't better than Caroline. So why the fuck you so above fighting her? Her wins had more eyes than her fights. Yeah, I agree. I think Caroline will fuck her up. My fighter Reese was telling me about Caroline like 1-2 years ago. I'm like, where is she like that? Daniel Dubois says, yeah, bro, I think she better than Daniel. I'm like, all right, let me go. Then I've been watching her. I'm like, yo, she is better than Daniel. She is better than her brother. Ain't that some shit? That shit funny. Yeah, you just something to look at. That's a fact. Smoochie, I was thinking about your show because when I had went live the other day, I'm like, damn, I ain't seen Smoochie on in a minute. I was wondering what was up with you and shit. These ain't Teddy Grahams, these pretzels. What you mean you was out there? What you mean? What you was doing? So there's resistance on Reina's part, but I do think Amanda Serrano's experiences getting the better of this fight. You know what I'm saying? Probably with a little bit more preparation, Reina would have did better. Who knows? This is impressive to see, to be honest, man. Late notice, came in overweight. I mean, she's not 100%. So the fact that she was able to compete with Amanda Serrano, who had a full training camp, and one of the top female boxers in the world, this is impressive. And at the same time, Reina had to be in some type of shape because this is the 9th round. It's the 9th round, and this girl is still boxing like she was in the first round. So maybe she was already in the gym. Maybe she stayed in the gym. But I don't see anything that's making me feel like, oh, she out of gas, she about to get stopped. Like, oh, like I don't think she's beating Amanda, but she's holding her own. And to be real, her stock just went up. I don't think anybody was expecting this for real. She's hitting Amanda, bro. Smoochie said she was in Philly and ain't say nothing to nobody. Where you was at? Where you was at in Philly? That was crazy. The 21st to the 24th. What days was those? From Sunday to Wednesday? What's up? Yeah, Amanda Serrano's eye is bad, bro. It should look like she low key like fractured her orbital or something. I wonder if that was a punch, a headbutt. What was that? Ralph said it's like with Gabriella Fandora, she more skilled than Sebastian. That's a fact. I've seen her fight a few times. Sebastian a dog, but nah, he ain't skilled all like that. But he's improving. Sebastian's learning to keep people at the end of his punches. I've seen him working on it with Tim Zoo, so he's getting better. We're gonna see how he performed with Keith though. He should beat Keith. He should beat Keith. If he don't, man, that's gonna be embarrassing. Oh, you was with somebody. Oh, Smoochie got a man. Smoochie got a man. That's what's up. The Rocky Stairs. I be going behind that John. I like the Schuylkill River Trail. Ooh, I think she hurting Raina. Oh no. Oh no. Amanda stepping on the gas. She turning up. She turning up. She laying it. She hitting Raina with some shit. Oh, good body shots. Females don't be accustomed to getting hit to the body, bro. I'm telling you, they don't like that shit at all. Yeah, man, are going for the knockout, y'all. She's like, y'all done made me show my nipple out this motherfucker. I'm about to beat your ass, bro. Yeah, she ain't playing with Raina. Raina holding on though. She doing her thing. She's a quality fighter. Raina's definitely a quality fighter. You walk that trail too. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, I be. That's where I used to do all my running. Smooshy. When I was running, I used to run that whole John. I would run that John from the art museum to West Philly, and then come back uh, and jog back. That'd probably be like 5 miles right there. If I wasn't running, I'll ride my bike down there and shit. My crib only like 15 minutes from there. Especially my mom crib. My mom crib was, if you took the back way, we was there in like 10 minutes, 10, 15. They got some beautiful, beautiful things going on back there, like that Kelly Drive and all that. They got places where you could park. You used to be right by the water. That shit is peaceful, bro. Whenever I feel like I'm about to snap or something, I like to take them drives over there. Very dangerous to drive down Kelly Drive because it'd be a lot of car accidents and shit, but good jump. So that was a great fight between Reina and Amanda Serrano. You see what I'm saying? Amanda was really trying to go for the knockout, but Tellez held her on. Salute to her. She definitely just got a fan in me for that performance. I love what I saw. I love what I saw. You know what I mean? Very impressive to take the fight on last minute. Take the fight last minute. Clearly have weight issues and still put on that type of performance. You know what I mean? So what you said, we got a beautiful city. Yeah, a lot of people judge Philadelphia, but I feel like a lot of the motherfuckers who say like Philly ugly or it's dirty. I'm like, yeah, there's definitely some ugly parts of Philly. And Philly can definitely be dirty in certain areas, but there's also a lot of beautiful places in Philadelphia as well. You know what I mean? Like that whole area around there, like that Fairmount Park area, Kelly Drive. I said, yeah, Fairmount Park is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park. The art museum, that whole area, that Schuylkill River Trail, those lighthouse, those row houses, those boat, what they call those rowboat houses. You know what I mean? That light up with all the Christmas colors and shit like that. The Ben Franklin, You could walk that whole bridge. It's beautiful as well. Motherfucking Penn's Landing. Like beautiful. Philly got some beautiful, beautiful spots, man. You went to the comedy joint at the bar. I wonder what you talking about. You talking about helium or some shit? Yeah, Sean, you should have knew better than that. Reina Tellez is crying. You ain't got nothing to be crying about, shorty. You did your fucking thing. You did your thing. You was a hell of a fighter. You took the fight on 2 weeks' notice, cuz, and I understand she undefeated, so she like, damn, like, first loss, all that. Listen, you got a shit ton of potential. A shit ton of potential. So I would not trip. And plus, you wasn't even at your weight class. I'm looking at your box rec right now. You fucking was fighting as low as 118 pounds. Come on, man. She could fucking fight. I like that girl. Reina Tellez. Shout out to her. Only 22 years old. You got your whole career ahead of you, shorty. Man, you better stop crying. You better stop crying. That's Amanda Serrano, bro. She got like 50 fucking fights. That'll be her 52nd fight, bro. Eight two. I think MVP need to sign that girl. I'm serious. I ain't gassing. I ain't sugar. I ain't got no reason to be hyping nobody up. Y'all know I don't even fuck with people all like that. But Reina Tellez, she could box. She could box. That girl could fight. I think MVP should be looking to sign her, but I think she got a promoter already. She's with Box Lab Promotions. Never mind. That's not a bad person to be with. You know what I mean? They got Jermaine Ortiz and all that shit. They got Joanna Tellez. Wait, she might be related to Joanna Tellez. Let me see. They got a few Tellez's signed. And they all from Texas. But no, I would look to be working with her. That girl could fight. She definitely need to hold her head up. See, they said they're gonna bring her back on MVP. You see what I'm saying? She deserves it. She did her thing. I'm not familiar with that, John Smoochie, but I never go to comedy clubs, so that's probably why. Gino's some hoes. Yeah, I don't even know why Sean did that. Yo, Sean, next time you go out, OG, because you look like you an OG. Wait, hold up. Let me see. Sean Ranch, I'm looking at your picture. Wait, Sean, you white or you light skin? I can't tell by your picture. You either white or you albino, bro. Let me know what you is. But regardless, I can't tell by the picture. You look like you kind of look like you black, but you look like real light skin. Regardless, I don't really care. That's not the point. Next time you come to Philly, bro, hit me up, bro. Hit me up, bro. You see my socials. Uncle Gus, Smoochie, where the fuck you be going? Where is it? Oh, see you albino. See, I figured that. I got some homies that's albino, bro. No, I was right. Look, he said it. He said it. Lorenzo, I was not making fun of him. It's just you could tell by the picture. He looked like it. But regardless, shout out to my albino brother, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I had a few home. Actually, I was real close with a girl that lived on the block that I grew up on, where my mom lived to this day. There was a girl that lived a few houses down from me. She was albino, one of the coolest. She was a real close friend of mine. She moved, so we lost connection. But and a few people that I came across, he said Mark albino too. Smoochie, you disrespectful. You would never say that to my face. You might get caught with a nice ass jab talking that gangster shit. I'm albino. No, my mom is white as fuck and my dad dark. We in the middle. Mark girl, like, what you mean? What are you talking about? Why you snitching? First of all, Coffee. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Y'all niggas is overwhelming me right now. One person talking about I'm albino. I'm over here trying to show love to the homie. Then you over here dry snitching, trying to bring some attention to my fucking girl. I ain't even say nothing crazy. What are you talking about? What the hell is going on?
I stayed focused and I showed them tonight what's up. Coach K kept saying, stop hunting for the head. And you finally got into looking for the body.
Reina looked like she got a little gut too. She probably didn't even train for this all like that. But no. Albino girl in Philly. Oh, all right. See, there's a few of them, and one of my homies actually that was a pro boxer. His dad was albino, so yeah, I'm pretty familiar, bro. I don't be betting on nothing like that. They ain't even nothing to be betting about. But bro, the next time you come to Philly, bro, let me know, bro. Hit me up on the socials. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You see the Mark Mazuma, that's my IG. Hit me up. You know what I mean? If you got some availability or whatever, or if I got some availability, I'll show you where the cheesesteaks at, cuz. Come on, man. You know what I mean? The chicken cheesesteaks, the regular Jones. You feel what I mean? We go to a few different places. Or if you know what I mean, you just want to do it on your own type time, I could suggest some places. You know what I mean? Delo Sandro's, you know what I mean? That's a good one. There's this place called Shay's Steaks. I don't know if it's new, but I knew the location that I went to was fairly new. They're a little expensive, but I had a Wagyu cheesesteak from that joint. Fire, bro. Fire. You see what I'm saying? You just got to know where you're going. Even a good joint from the. I heard about that former mob boss, whatever his name is. He got Skinny Joe's. I heard that's a cheesesteak spot. I heard some niggas say it's all right. I heard other niggas say it was ass. I gotta see. You know what I mean? I gotta develop my own opinion on that. But there's a few good cheesesteak places, man. Yeah, it's a Wagyu cheesesteak. I went over there with my girl and shit, and it was good. It was good, man. Shout out to Shea Steaks. That was a good job. They had me sitting there forever because I think there was more than one mark in there. They like fucked up my orders, gave me the wrong shit. But if you're gonna go to Pat's or Geno's, the only thing they probably gonna give you that's some good shit is like they cheese fries, fire cheese fries. Not gonna lie. If you up northeast, Princess Steaks, they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They pretty good. They solid. It's a few Jones. It's definitely a few Jones. Uncle Gus, let me know what you think. It's at the Terminal Market, Redding Terminal Market. All right. I used to go to the Maggiano's that was right across the street from Redding Terminal. That's why I like to go for like my pasta and all that shit. Good Italian food there. What's going on? I'll try Uncle Gus's though, for sure. Yeah, them Dominican corner stores be having the best cheesesteaks though. From my experience, them Dominicans got the cheesesteak game on lock. Everybody be always talking about the Italians and And it's like, dude, no, not at all. Not to me. You feel me? My boy Sean said, I bet I always need a food plug, a wire. All right. Let me know, brother. I'm only a message away. You feel me? But how everybody else feeling, man? We got past the fights and shit like that. They interviewing Bomba, Jonathan Gonzalez, I believe they interviewing him right now. There was a few upsets today though, man. Ebony Bridges got upset. Holly Holm got upset. I don't even know if Holly Holm was a favorite, but because she's the bigger name, I guess you could say it was an upset. And Yankel Rivera got upset today, man. You should take your lady to Green Egg Cafe. I've been there. Come on. Been there. That's crazy that you tapped in like that, though. But I've been there. I don't know if I took my girl there, though. I don't know, but I've been there a few times. They portions big as shit. Now, which one you talking about? You talking about the one that's down Fishtown? Off of like you talking about the joint that's right by Aaron Mingo, or you talking about there's another one that's down? What's that? 2nd Street? You talking about the joint that's like down like 2nd and Fairmount, like 2nd and Poplar around there? Which one you talking about? What's up with the Puerto Rican girls? Are they just Dickie and Amanda Serrano just wearing like motherfucking Jordans with their boxing outfits? Like, I don't understand. What's up? What type of cult y'all got going on over there? You ain't gotta be doing that shit, man. Y'all ain't gotta be wearing Jordans because Amanda wearing them. I'm trying to figure out if there's footage out here of Amanda Serrano nip slip out this motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It was in the middle of a whole neighborhood, but most likely you was at well, I mean, Philly is nothing but neighborhoods, so yeah, I don't know. It could have been either one of the ones I was speaking about. Fishtown's a nice neighborhood though. That's where like everybody from New York is moving to and all that shit. Amanda was getting hit though, man. I wasn't really too big on that performance. I didn't really like what I saw, to be honest. Like I said, just keeping her head on the center line, being predictable with her offense. It was just, I don't know, man. I just didn't really like that. I think she needed to tune some shit up. It was an area that looked like it used to be hood before gentrification. Well, you gotta be talking about 2nd Street. Money coming in for her, she don't give a fuck no more. Well, just because you getting money don't mean you need to be abandoning your defense, because then that fucking money gonna be getting put towards medical bills and all that. Like if part of securing the bag is making sure that you straight. You feel me? So that's just, that's something that she definitely need to work on, because that shit not cool. That's just what I think. You feel me? But okay, you probably was at the one down 2nd Street, because the one in Fishtown don't look hood at all, and it's never really been hood. You know what I mean? It used to be all white people over there, and it still kind of is. But yeah, I mean, well, it still is. Ain't shit changed. It's just that motherfucker, they gentrifying that side heavy now. Yeah, Coffee, yo, you talking some real shit, man. A lot of people don't even know that. Like, she got a whole interview, I think, on IFL TV, where she was talking about how she was only getting paid $5,000 for world title fights. Not only that, she got $5K for a world title fight, and then she went and did a rematch and then got the same money. Like she beat the girl, right? 5K, won the fight. 5K, won the fight. Then she go and rematch the girl. She thinks she about to get more money. No, they give her the same bread. So what the fuck? Like, I won the fight. Y'all niggas can't pay me a little more? Nope. You know what I'm saying? And that's shameful for real, because I know local fighters from Philly that nobody knows whatsoever, never been close to a world title, not undefeated, nothing, like just regular guys, and they get paid more than $5,000 for a fight. You know what I mean? I know fighters that get paid $5,000 and not nowhere near title contention. So that's wild that they disrespect Amanda like that. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to MVP and Jake Paul. They seen a little situation going on with boxing where women fighters weren't being appreciated. You know what I'm saying? He's seen that they had some potential to grow. So since then, they just been locking in top female at the top female at the top female, and they're starting to get a whole lot of attention, man. You know what I mean? I think the only one that they didn't get was Clarissa Shields, and they was like this close to signing Clarissa Shields. You see what I mean? I think like the only one that, and then like a Sky Nicholson or some shit like that. There's like very few fighters that MVP don't got right now, but they really going all in with the female boxing shit, and that's a great lane for them to have, because that's a lane that nobody really jumped in yet. Now, can they get Turkey Al-Sheikh to commit to female boxing? I doubt it. Just like how they was never able to really get Al Heyman to back female boxing. If you ever noticed that, Al Heyman don't really deal with female fighters. You know what I mean? Turkey Al-Sheikh, I never really heard him speak about female fighters. You feel me? Like, you know, he worked with Eddie Hearn, but we never seen Eddie Hearn be able to get Sky Nicholson on a Riyadh season card. Like I haven't seen that. If y'all did, let me know. I could be wrong. But you know, are they able to get that? The female fighters, are they able to get them to them lanes? If not, MVP is your best avenue by far. You know what I mean? Unless Eddie Hearn giving you a bag, or you know what I'm saying, you getting a crazy bag from somewhere else. You feel me? I think MVP is like the home for female fighters right now. Look at what they doing. They giving them an actual platform. Yeah. J Cash said Turkey don't got no interest in women fighters. You know, you could tell. But yeah, man. I mean, if that's the case, if none of the big investors want to put anything into female boxing, then you know MVP gonna have to do something about it. Smoochie said, give it a couple years, women going to be a big draw for boxing. I know there's eventually going to be a female fighter that's going to be doing some record-breaking shit. Like, this eventually. You feel what I mean? And Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, they paving the way. You know what I mean? Because the numbers that they did, the viewers that they generated was phenomenal. You got Clarissa Shields. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't seem to like her. I fuck with her as a boxer. I don't really care for who she is as a person. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I feel like, you know, criticizing women based off of their personality and shit, sometimes it could be a bit feminine, tapping into all that. So I try to avoid that shit unless they absolutely like, you know, doing some fuckery. And Clarissa Shields has partaken in fuckery before. I don't really like to talk too much about that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with criticizing men, but women, it make me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know why. But regardless of all of that, Clarissa Shields, she paving the way from historical standpoint. She getting paid good money. Amanda getting paid good money. Katie getting paid good money. You know what I'm saying? But I do think there's going to be a woman that comes into boxing eventually that's going to be like the Floyd of female boxing in terms of like being a draw and doing record-breaking numbers, like on some Ronda Rousey shit, like in the UFC. You see how the way they paid Ronda Rousey in the UFC, because she was like the one who really opened the gateways for female mixed martial artists to become stars in that sport. And I do think that, you know, if it's not in this era, within the next up and coming eras, there's going to be this female fighter that's going to make motherfuckers invest in the female boxing. You feel me? I could really see that shit happening. and then she going that woman, whoever that is. I do think that they're gonna end up being the ones that's gonna make Turkey Al-Sheikh invest in the female box or really put pressure on these people to have no choice but to include female fighters. So all you need to do is just show these motherfuckers the money. They be acting like they all about the principles and, I just don't want to see women fighting. And I feel like women shouldn't even, partake in violence. You show them investors the motherfucking money. They principles going right out the window. Trust me. With the men, they be letting motherfuckers say all the racist shit in the world. With the men, they be letting them test positive for PEDs because they generate revenue. All their principles go out the motherfucking window when that money, when they see a potential to make some motherfucking profit. The day that a woman makes it big and starts generating crazy numbers, you better believe, it's just gonna take all you need is one female fighter. That's all you need. All you need is one female fighter. Who that is, I don't know. But all you take is one to open the floodgates and women's boxing to be at an all-time high. It's kind of like with Caitlin Clark, right? I haven't really been hearing from her lately, but niggas wasn't talking about WNBA until she started balling. Then you start hearing people mentioning Angel Reese, and they was taking commercial flights until recently. Like they was getting on planes with everybody else to go to basketball games and shit like that. Meanwhile, motherfuckers like LeBron and all these motherfuckers, them niggas ain't been on a commercial flight in, since their career started. So all they need is just one big name to really open the floodgates and really get this show on the road where these female fighters getting paid like men. But how long that's going to take, only God knows. You feel me? R3 said Clarissa beefing with 50 Cent. It's like, I don't even know what to really say about that. It's like, that's 50, bro. Like 50 like to talk shit. He like to troll motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's just who he is. Clarissa, she just, let her nigga handle that. You see what I'm saying? Like let your man. That's what your man there for, right? To address other men. There ain't no reason why you should be addressing this motherfucker state. I mean, just let that man say whatever the fuck he gonna say. The moment that you respond to him, all you doing is giving him more power. Motherfuckers like 50, the best thing you could do is just not say shit to them. Because all they're gonna do is just keep dragging it along. You know what I mean? You stay shut, motherfucker he gonna look stupid. The nigga look like he gonna be talking to himself. Let your nigga handle that shit. That's what it started with anyway. He threw a stray at you, but it was really more about your nigga. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Why don't you tell your man to shut the fuck up so he can stop talking about you? That's the only reason why he's talking about you, because your man said something. So, I don't know. That's 50 for you, though. 50 talk shit about everybody. Are we surprised? Smoochie said we need them 3-minute rounds too. Yeah, Amanda Serrano was the trailblazer behind it. I think she was the first female to make 7 figures, Amanda, her and Katie Taylor, and then she also was the first woman to do 3-minute rounds, from what I understand. What the fuck? Is this a picture of me? That's some wild shit. Y'all go ahead and pack this nigga. He tripping. Yo. Niggas be bored as shit. Nigga named Cookie Monster. Like, what the fuck? That's funny as shit. R3 says, from what you know, is Turkey going to partner with TKO and Dana? Well, from what I understand, I think he's going to do the same shit that he's been doing with all these other promoters. I think he's just going to be putting the bread up behind it. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's going to be a financer. I don't know if he's really going to, be like conducting all the business and all that. Like, I just don't see him doing that. I just see Dana White and them being backed by Turkey and them being able to move based off of the funds that Turkey gives them. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I don't think he's really going to be hands-on with the business how people believe. But if he does, that's just going to let us know that, with them trying to modify the Ali Act and all that, that Turkey never had the boxing fans' best interest or the fighters' best interest, because when Turkey Al-Sheikh first came into the game, all we ever heard from fighters was, like Terrence Crawford and Shakur, they said things like, Turkey is pro-fighter. You know what I mean? Like they rather talk to the fighter. Turkey rather talk to the fighter. He don't want to talk to the promoters and shit like that. So you look at, when you hear that, you get this perception of Turkey, whereas like he really backs the fighter, like he looks for the fighter's best interest. But there's no way that you could be for the fighter's best interest and then be looking to fuck them over from a legal standpoint. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Like, you're a pro fighter, but you're attempting to remove transparency, at the table for fighters. Like you don't want fighters to know how much, an event is generating. You don't want fighters to know how bad they're getting fucked over. Like that's what you're trying to hide from them. It's really hard for me to believe that you're pro fighter if you're partaking in, those things. That's just me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Niggas weird like that, Smoochie. Yeah, niggas super weird like that. He took a picture with his phone of your picture. Yeah, he ain't screenshotted or nothing. Motherfucker took a picture. Like, I have my face is on a nigga's phone gallery for no reason, because niggas is obsessed with me. They like the way I look or something. I don't know. Super weird. We don't know what the fuck he doing with that picture. What else he doing with it? You know what I'm saying? Nigga probably popping his bussy to, my picture on his phone. Niggas super weird like that. You feel me? But that's trolls for you, bro. They weird. You know what I mean? They be having too much time on their hands. They ain't getting no ass, because if they was, they wouldn't necessarily be worried about a nigga like me. It's just super weird. Super weird. But, as you continue to be a content creator, you get used to the weird shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, if I told you the shit, I already done told y'all. Getting emails, like niggas emailing me. Like, the only person I expect to email me is Smoochie, and that's because she a weirdo. She don't want to be on social media. Yeah, I mean, that's the only motherfucker I should expect an email from, and that's rarely. Niggas be emailing me, begging me to unblock them. Niggas making TikTok accounts and following people like family, following my family members, DMing my family, asking them to please unblock them. And, I'm getting text messages from fake numbers, threatening my life, threatening my son, which if you was to ever do that in person, like, you will not make it home. You see what I'm saying? But niggas just be so comfortable saying that shit over a phone because they know that they can't be touched. What else? Instagram, fake Instagram pages watching my page and my stories. They in my views on TikTok, and this is super weird, bro. Super weird, bro. Like, y'all just hella invasive. Y'all don't be having no respect. Like, there's no reason why somebody that y'all don't even know personally yet, y'all see me about an hour a day in y'all lives. There's no reason why y'all so obsessed with me that y'all following my girl, that y'all following my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, that's weird, bro. Like, y'all don't think that's weird? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, there's no way that you could do all of that shit and not be gay. Because I remember I had a conversation with the nigga. I'm like, bro, this is getting excessive. Like, you stalking me. Like, bro, you gay? Nah, bro, I got a girl. So what your girl think about this, nigga? Because he don't got a girl. He just saying that to try to hide the fact that he gay. And but P.S., I know a lot of gay niggas that's in a relationship with women. That's just first of all. You having a girl don't mean you not gay. That's just first of all. But, like, I wonder, like, how would your girl feel about this? How would your girl feel knowing that her man is stalking another man on social media, making weird accounts, stalking? Like, how you go to sleep at night knowing you like that? Like, when my head hit that pillow, the last thing I'm worried about is a nigga. I go to sleep when my head hit the pillow. If my son ain't next to me, I think about my son. I think about my family. You know what I'm saying? My girl be next to me, be in bed with me all the time. Whenever, let's say she out late or whatever, I think about her. Like, that's the shit I think about. My father, yeah, family. Might even think about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Or, thinking about goals. Like, that's the shit I think about. I don't think about a man, bro. I don't. There ain't no man walking this earth that put that much fear in my heart that makes me so obsessed. Because the moment that I'm obsessed with a man, that's what's gonna make me question my sexuality. That's weird. But I don't know, bro. Niggas they need help, bro. I wonder if your parents know that you like that. What caused you to be like that? Because you was a loser your whole life and you see me, you know what I mean? A nigga who not ugly, confident, and that bothers you because you're the opposite. I'm what you want to be. Like, what is it? Like, niggas be so weird. Like, I low-key be wanting to psychoanalyze these niggas. Like, what make you the way that you are? Why are you like this? How can I help you not be a weirdo? The reality is you can't help them. These niggas is lost, cuz. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, niggas be super weird. Super weird, 88. Super weird. That's the best way to put it. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways.
Look at you. You up there shivering. Let's go, champ.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And for all the motherfuckers that be watching my page, stealing my talking points and making videos, I see y'all niggas. Y'all niggas be taking my whole stance on shit, bro. And I know because I see y'all as my subscribers and then y'all make videos. Y'all take my same talking points. Y'all take my same content. You know what I mean? Y'all be saying verbatim the shit that I be saying in all of my videos and don't ever want to give me no credit, man. I got, what's that? 6 words for you niggas.
I got like $70,000 in my pocket. If you body me, you can take the money. Right now. I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
Dead ass, bro. That's how I be feeling about y'all niggas, bro. That shit is not flattering at all. Y'all niggas is world-class dick eaters, and I don't fuck with neither one of y'all. I hate y'all niggas. Let's die.
Shut up, bitch.
I can't stand another motherfucker like y'all. Y'all niggas is weird, cuz. Y'all niggas be claiming y'all don't like me. Whole time, y'all always be tuned in and want to be knowing what I want. Like, I got word through the grapevine that there's this certain nigga that don't like me, right? Just heard from other people. He don't like me. He got his own YouTube channel. I don't even think he got 1K subs or whatever. That he don't like me, that I'm biased and all this shit. But the nigga literally, and he don't know that I know, but the nigga literally sent me DMs and be like, yo, bro, what you think about this? Yo, bro, what you think about this? I think you're a fucking dick eater. Stop talking to me. That's what I think. I don't even answer the shit. I be leaving him on scene. Sometimes I like the shit that he sent me and just leave it like that just so he can know that I saw it, but I just didn't care to answer him. Because niggas super weird like that, bro. All you gotta do is be a mirror to these niggas' insecurities. That's all it takes for them niggas to hate you. Mark starting 2026 on petty shit, facts. And we still on these niggas, pause. We still holding these motherfuckers accountable. You know what I mean? Because I ain't one of them niggas that be like, oh man, new year, new me. No. I've been working towards a goal. I've been grinding. It's been paying off, and I'm gonna stay on the motherfucking grind until I get where I need to go. You feel what I'm saying? We still on these motherfuckers that be ducking. Niggas be failing PED tests. You know, we holding all these motherfuckers accountable. Niggas ducking smoke, talking bullshit. Nigga, we on it. We on it. You feel me? Like Ryan Garcia, nut ass. Y'all see Ryan Garcia out here. Every time I see this bitch ass nigga, he never in the gym. Every time I see this nigga Ryan Garcia on the internet, this nigga's never at the gym. Let me be on my Dr. Umar shit and repeat it 3 times. Every time I see this nigga, he's never at the gym. This nigga's always going viral, but it never has to do anything with boxing. This nigga Ryan Garcia has been streaming for Lord knows how long on Kick. This nigga's on streams with Neon. This nigga's on streams with Devin Haney X, the little pretty John, India Love. You over there with the bitch with the hole in her mouth, Krishan Rock, that got like 80 blue face tattoos, all over her body and shit. That one, the one that clearly got mental health issues. You see Ryan Garcia with them. You see Ryan Garcia chilling with Transformers, and he wants this reputation for being a boxer. That's why he always he loves the fact that he's the boxer, because that makes people scared of him or respect him or not want to try. Like, niggas be wanting that boxer reputation. It's like they defense mechanism. Like, ooh, if they know that I'm a boxer, maybe they won't try me, or maybe they won't fuck with me or whatever. It's like some insecure weirdo shit. I know a few niggas like that, and Ryan Garcia is one of them. That's why he always got to remind them that he a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Putting motherfucking body shields on them and punching the power shield. It's like, Ryan, that's the most training you've been doing, bro. That's the most training that you've been doing. This nigga literally has 7 weeks from today. It's not even 12 in the morning yet. It is 7 weeks away until you're supposed to be fighting Mario Barrios. This nigga Mario Barrios been in the gym, locked the fuck in with Joe Goosen, a nigga that used to train you. So you already know that Joe Goosen is giving this nigga the recipe to cook you. You know why? Because he know you bitch ass nigga. He know you. That nigga trained you for one of the biggest fights in your career, the same fight that you quit in, you bitch ass nigga. And you so worried about attention seeking, you so infatuated with being a fucking celebrity, a clout chasing bitch, that you not even taking the time to understand that these niggas is cooking up a recipe to fuck you up. You don't even take that into consideration. If I'm Ryan Garcia, I'm alert as a bitch. Oh, this nigga about to train with him. Oh, this nigga know who I am. Because Joe Goosen and Ryan Garcia, they knew each other since he was an amateur. So you better know, if anybody know Ryan Garcia is Joe fucking Goosen, bro. He's gonna be across from you the night of the fight. You keep talking about the fight, but the last thing you're doing is preparing for it. And I know Mario Barrios looked like shit in the last 2 fights, but guess what? He's working his ass off while you're not working. And one thing that I'm gonna always do is take the hard working motherfucker over just the talented motherfucker. And you barely that. You got a good left hook, can't do shit outside of that. Your footwork trash, your jab ass, your IQ is ass. You don't do anything right outside of having a left hook, but you so infatuated with that left hook that you think that shit is gonna bail you up out of every situation. Newsflash, buddy, it didn't help you in the last one. All the motherfucker had to do was keep his motherfucking right hand up and hit you, and hit you with a good shot, and he had it his way for the entire course of the fight. So you got 7 weeks until you fight Mario Barrios. That's not that far away. That's a week and a half. You don't think the fight is confirmed? Well, go look at Ryan Garcia's bio on Twitter and you tell me if it's confirmed or not. Go look at Ryan Garcia's bio on his Twitter and you tell me if it's confirmed or not. Because if a nigga put a title, if he puts a date in his bio, that lets you know that he knows something. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, February 21st. I'm not saying that you're wrong, because I didn't hear confirmation neither. But if this nigga's putting it in his bio, he knows something. He wouldn't put that in his bio if it wasn't confirmed. But look, 1 hour ago, he's live on Kick. 2 hours ago, progress, 7 weeks out. Where's your gym photos, buddy? Because remember, Canelo Alvarez said that Ryan Garcia was a type motherfucker that he would show up to the gym sporadically. And they actually stopped working with him because he wasn't 100% committed to boxing. There was also rumors in the lead up to the Gervonta Davis fight that he was only showing up to the gym a couple days out of the week. And then when he did come to the gym, it was for recording stuff for social media purposes. You heard that right. And that's coming from people who was actually around the camp as it was going on. That motherfucker was only coming into camp. He was only showing up to the gym when he needed some content for social media. You see what I'm saying? So Ryan Garcia wants to give you this impression that he's a boxer. This punk ass nigga keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity when he's clearly showing you that he don't want this shit, man. He don't want this shit. I don't know what else this motherfucker has to do to show you that he's an absolute flunky. Yes, he's made money. Yes, he's a name in the sport of boxing, but in terms of accomplishing things, actually doing some legacy defining shit, you are the most overrated motherfucker in the sport of boxing. You had the nerve to talk about Jaron Ennis, a former unified champion in his division, Rake Magazine, Lineal, IBF, WBA. That's who you talking about overrated. Meanwhile, you haven't gotten a single world title throughout the entire course of your career. We do not count interim belts. We do not count WBC silver belts. Whatever the fuck you into, we don't count that, nigga. I promise you we don't. I told Rolly Romero to his face when he called himself a two-division world champ. I said, nigga, that belt at 35 don't count. So that I'm not just saying it because it's Ryan Garcia. I tell niggas that to their face, regardless of who it is. When Boots had that IBF interim title after he beat Karen, I ain't calling him no world champion because we don't count interim belts. But you better believe that when they elevated him to world champion, I start calling him a world champion because that's what the fuck he deserved. Ryan Garcia is the worst fighter of this fucking generation, the worst underachieving bastard in the sport of boxing. And you got the nerve to call somebody overrated, nigga. Really? Who you beat that was on a standing onus level? Who? Who are you to ever call somebody overrated when you're the most overrated motherfucker in the sport? And let's just keep it real. Niggas only talk about you because they're attracted to you. Niggas got weird, I don't know, they got a weird fetish with you. I can't speak to that. I just know that that's just the weird shit that they on. That's why they like to talk about you. Niggas don't talk about you because you skilled. Niggas don't talk about you because you win big fights. Niggas don't talk about you because you done some legacy defining shit. You're a fucking flunky, and you're the biggest underachiever amongst your generation. Facts. And I don't give a fuck who say that they've rocked with Ryan. And I see a bunch of motherfuckers was back at Ryan Garcia after the Devin Haney situation. Guess what? Devin Haney's a much greater fighter than Ryan Garcia will ever be throughout his career. That's a fact. And that's a fact. Every time them lights done got bright, you folded like a bitch. Every time. It's like you allergic to world titles, nigga. Whenever them alphabets be in your face, you crumble. You fall apart. You see what I'm saying? You went ahead, you had that fight with Gervonta Davis that you called for. I'm gonna knock you out in 2 rounds. Just for you to get dropped. I think you got dropped in 2 rounds. Then you got hit to the body, you quivered up like you quivered up like a bitch off of orgasm, and then you ain't want to get up after 10 seconds. You got up after the 10 count. You know what I mean? So you went out like you quit against Gervonta Davis. Then you wanted everybody to believe that you was dehydrated and nigga, you was eating tacos the week of the fight. Miss me with the bullshit, cuz. Then you were so scared going into that Devin Haney lead up that you doing everything that you can to hide the fact that you're on performance enhancement drugs, drinking liquor, smoking marijuana, getting every masking agent that's available in your system. So you would cover up the fact that you on performance enhancement drugs. You losing your voice, which is you had a hoarse voice, which is a sign of PEDs. The whole lead up to the fight, you was blaming it on partying and all that shit. You wanted motherfuckers to believe it. We wasn't buying it. You was selling that bullshit. We wasn't buying it. You see what I'm saying? You getting illegal IVs in the lead up to the fight. You supposed to be cutting weight. Why you putting IVs in your system? All IVs gonna do is make you gain weight. You see what I'm saying? Then when all the masking agents had to be cleared from your system, the PEDs come out. But he wants you to believe that he only took those PEDs. You know, it was contamination, first of all, but it was from, strength and conditioning coach giving him some tainted supplements. Bullshit. Only a motherfucking fool would believe that. If you know anything about the side effects of PEDs, especially Ostrine, that shit would in itself let you know that he was on that shit throughout the entire duration of that fight. And the whole lead up to that fight. You see what I'm saying? So miss me with that bullshit. Then they was like, oh, they gave you the benefit of the doubt because they want you to be a world champion so bad. They think so much more of you than what you actually are. They think of you as being this. They think of you as being this high level fighter the whole time. You've never shown that. But I guess the looks that they're so attracted to blinds them to the facts that you really ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? So they throw you in there with Rolly Romero. Oh, he's gonna knock Rolly out. He gonna do this. He gonna do that. Oh, he's gonna rematch. Oh, he's gonna win this fight and rematch Devin. Whole time I was telling y'all, Ryan Garcia is not like that. He's going to lose to Rolly Romero. Oh man, Rolly Romero a sucker for a left hook. Here he go. When Rolly ain't got a chin, man. Rolly ain't got a chin. He been knocked out by Pitbull. He been knocked out by Tank. Oh, when that left hook get him, he gonna knock him out. Okay. I said, but damn, Rolly got power too. Rolly could punch. Rolly told me, yo, when I met him, he was a bitch. He a bitch now, and he will always be a bitch, and I'm going to show you. And what the fuck he did? Back up what the fuck he said, show that Ryan a bitch. Ryan got hit with one left hook and refused to engage with this nigga throughout the entire course of the fight. All for him to cry in his motherfucking Sprinter van and blame it on the atmosphere. He said he wasn't feeling the atmosphere. He only trained for 5 weeks for the fight. Inactivity. Like, come the fuck on, bro. To say what it is, you're fucking trash. And you're not devoted to the sport, brother. You're not devoted to the sport. And whenever you have a big opportunity in front of you, you prioritize other shit. Why are you on kick? Why is that so important? I'm trying to figure out why. That's, if you promoting the fight, cool. But every time I see you on kick, you not promoting your fight. You over here worried about what other niggas doing. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, you really underestimating Mario Barrios. Like he's coming off of 2 draws back to back. He looked like dog shit against Abel Ramos. He looked like dog shit against motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. I get it. So a lot of people are actually under the impression, just like Blaze pound for pound, like you believe that Mario Barrios may actually lose to Ryan Garcia. All right, cool. So he might actually become a world champion overall. But me personally, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm telling y'all again. I think Mario Barrios is going to beat Ryan Garcia. Not only do I think that, but I'm actually rooting for Barrios to beat him because on some real shit, bro, Ryan Garcia need to get the fuck up out of the sport, bro. And let's say you do beat Rolly. I mean, not Rolly. You couldn't beat Rolly. You couldn't beat him. But let's say you beat Barrios. I hope they throw you in the Lions then immediately. But Oscar De La Hoya know that you about to leave Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? He know that you about to walk out at any minute now. So Oscar need to go ahead and cash you out, cuz. All that shit Oscar done did for you just for you to say fuck Oscar. Okay. I hope he cash you the fuck out. I hope he put you in there with somebody that absolutely smokes your boots, bro. Hopefully it's a Devin Haney rematch because you already know what Dev about to do to me. Dev gonna fry him. No, I'm not saying that you rooting for Ryan, brother. No, what I said was you said Barrios might lose to this clown. See what I'm saying? I heard what you said, brother. I ain't. Just because you think somebody gonna lose don't mean that you're rooting for the opposite side. No, I get what you're saying. But Rouse said, just throwing this out there, Ryan might not even make weight for this fight. Wouldn't that be some shit? If this nigga fights Mario Barrios at 147 pounds and don't make weight? That's actually not far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? That's actually not far-fetched. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That would just be so funny because even if you beat Barrios, you ain't getting a world title. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I'm actually hoping that happens. You know what? I hope that happens and Barrios be like, nah, I ain't fighting him. Oh my God. That'll be fucking hilarious. I hope they do what Edwin De Los Santos team did to Keyshawn. Like, nope, we ain't doing it. Run me my money, nigga. Ooh wee. That would be fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I just hope it's not like I really hope Barrios understands that this fight is big, is a big deal for him. You know what I mean? This ain't Manny Pacquiao. This ain't no icon or nothing like that you had too much respect for. This a motherfucker who's, from the same era as you. He lose in all his big fights. Don't let him be the first big fight. Don't be the first big fight he has that he wins. Don't be that. That should be enough motivation in itself. You see what I'm saying? So, hey man, I hope Barrios don't come in there sluggish or, you know what I mean, like defense lacking and all that. You gotta keep them hands real high, man. Mix your feints in, sharp jab, combinations off the jab. You know what I mean? Because Ryan like to sit, he like to play on his feet, and he like to counter with left hooks. So you need to mix in some feints. You know what I mean? Get him to shoot that left hook. You know what I mean? Make him miss and make him pay. You know what I mean? It's there, the blueprint there. Do you have the tools necessary to follow through with that blueprint though? That's another discussion. You can have the tools right in front of you to fix a car or to change or do an oil change. That don't mean that you can get it done though. You might miss a step. There may be some things going into that you may not know about. Yeah, I got the tools, but can I perform? Is my actions, gonna be on point for me to get this shit done? It remains to be seen. He fucked around with Manny for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Like you the reason why. Yeah, and I was real disappointed, and I was heavily critical of Mario Barrios for that performance, man. If he do that with Ryan, he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out. You feel what I'm saying? But Mario Barrios, he seems confident in his abilities to beat Ryan. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. But lacking like you did with the Abel Mendoza fight, lacking like you did with Manny Pacquiao, that ain't gonna be enough to beat no Ryan Garcia because you already know Ryan Garcia gonna hit you with a hook you don't see. You know what I mean? He gonna put you out, bro. You gotta be on point. You gotta stay focused. You gotta be aggressive, but you gotta be calculated too. You feel me? So we'll see what type time Barrios on. I'm not gonna put too much hype. I'm not gonna put too much belief into him because every time I've done that, I've been disappointed. And if I was to continue to do that, then I'd be a motherfucking fool. And that's not what Mark is. So we're gonna see. But what was very disappointing was how the way Barrios was carrying himself in that Manny Pacquiao fight. Bob Santos was telling him, bro, stop touching gloves with Manny Pacquiao. Stop showing him so much respect. He'll hear that, the bell will ring. He'll go to the center of the ring with Manny and touch his gloves. That's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And then just to leave your trainer right after that, it's like this motherfucker Barrios really ain't got no respect. At least for Bob Santos. That was very disrespectful. But we'll see, man. Barrios, he performs well sometimes, other times not so much. He inconsistent. It's a coin toss for real. But I guess we'll see. We'll see on that fight date that Ryan Garcia got up on his page, February 21st. You feel me? But he making it clear that he in shape. Making it real clear he in shape. Hopefully you ain't on the juice no more, brother, because you ain't look like that in the lead up to the Rolly fight. Your physique did not look like that in the lead up to the Rolly fight. Like, look at him. Look what he's doing. No gym in sight.
Oh, perfect.
Fuck that.
Oh, your hands up to the right. Beautiful. On again. Good. Slip to over top now. Up. Beautiful. Again. One.
Nigga, he dead ass training in his kitchen, bro. Barrios, you better not let this nigga beat you. You better not let this nigga beat you, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yep. And his pop is supposed to be training him, Ralph. If you see the video right here, you could clearly see his father right behind the guy that has the body shield. So yeah, and that's another thing. It's like you could tell Ryan Garcia a lazy motherfucker because your father, you've been with some trainers that have coached at an elite level. We feel how we feel about Derrick James, whatever. He be cooning and all that shit, but he's an elite level boxing coach. He was actually like the #1 boxing coach for a few years back when Errol Spence was unified and Jermell Charlo was undisputed. That was like the Derrick James era right there. He did a phenomenal job, man. He had Frank Martin, Anthony Joshua. He had a hell of a stable. I think now he's just down to Alicia Baumgardner. But all in all, you've had, and even if you want to throw some respect Eddie Reynoso way, like you've had some quality people, but they all demand something out of you, right? And you're not willing to give them that. So you go with what's comfortable, which is your father, who has no type of elite pro boxing experience. Could you name one elite level pro that Henry Garcia has ever trained? I'll sit here and wait. So you're willing to have your dad train you, who has no knowledge of elite level fights, has no experience in elite level fights, because you're comfortable with him, instead of having a coach that's going to not agree with you all the time, push you to your limit, and make you a better fighter. Like this dude, Ryan, shows all the indicators that he's a fucking immature, pussy ass nigga. Let's just keep it real. Immature as fuck. You know what I mean? Never want to take accountability. You want to blame, you want to point the finger at everybody except himself. This motherfucker be throwing temper tantrums when he don't have his way. This nigga's like my 2-year-old. Like whenever I take like my son like this lighter right here. Like, nah, you can't play with this lighter. You can't play with this lighter. And he like, ah. That's how Ryan Garcia is whenever he don't have his way. You feel what I mean? And this is a nigga who's married with kids. This nigga's married with kids. So it's like, this shit is an absolute joke for real, bro. Like, I don't even know what else to say about this dude. It's like everything about him just lets you know that the last thing he worried about is boxing. This motherfucker's training in his fucking living room.
Yep.
Number 3.
So where are you sparring niggas? In your backyard? Where are you doing your strength and conditioning at? In your basement, nigga? Like where is you getting this? Where is you getting this supposed training in? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is you getting this training in? Where you sparring niggas at? Where you getting your strength training? Like, because it seems like that's all Ryan Garcia doing. This motherfucker look like he just at Planet Fitness, lifting weights and shit like that. Then he just go do some pad work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't understand. T said, not gonna lie, his form looks good in that video. Bro, it's pad work. Everybody look good doing pad work. Anybody with any type of boxing experience who do pad work look good. You can put Mike Tyson on the pads right now, and his technique will look phenomenal. Then when you see him in fights, he look like horse shit. That's probably because he's 60 fucking years old. You see what I'm saying? So don't let the pad work lie to you, bro. You know what I mean? When his technique ever looked like that in a fight? Never. Never. I never seen that nigga slip a punch and come off with 2 punches. Never. Show me a fight where Ryan Garcia slipped the jab and came back with a right hand left hook. You never seen that. So don't let the pad work fool you, brother. That's all I'm gonna really say about that. Look. Look, he got another pad work video. The nigga don't got no pads. He ain't got no power split on him. You want to know how this training is absolute bullshit too? He ain't got no heavy bag. This motherfucker got pads and a fucking reflex bag, bro. The shit that he always uses for content creation purposes. This motherfucker's not training for real, bro. Where's the heavy bag? Like he ain't got no real gym equipment over here.
All right, not that in there.
Pads, reflex bag. That's what you need to get ready for Mario Barrios. This shit all for the fucking socials, bro.
No. Now you got no choice.
It's the same combination over and over again. Look at what he's doing. Chilling with Aiden Ross. He had a basketball game. Just taking pictures of his abs and going about his day. Ryan Garcia, Christian Rock. Yep. There goes more. Aiden Ross. Neon. Tell me where I'm lying. Live on Kick. Okay. You better be ready, brother. You better be ready. Because while you spending all your energy, socializing with motherfuckers and getting clicks and views on the internet, that nigga Barrios working. I'm willing to bet, Ralph, that was his training for the whole day. I'm willing to bet. Like, you're not improving doing that, brother. Like, you not. Name one elite level athlete in boxing that's doing what Ryan Garcia has done and had success. Well, Floyd used to go out. Floyd didn't drink. The nigga lived in Vegas where you never sleep, and he was nocturnal. That like he did shit at night. That was what he did. He was nocturnal. He lived in fucking Vegas. But he always put his work in. I've never seen Floyd Mayweather do a training camp in his living room. Never. Nigga got his own gym. What are we even talking about? Where have you seen any elite level box? I seen Abdullah Mason like training in his basement and shit like that. But that nigga was putting work in. You ain't see this nigga worried about in the whole lead up to the Sam Noakes fight. That man was training his ass off. Like, I don't know. All I know is you better win this. Ryan needs to win this because if not, he will never win a world title. This is your only opportunity. Because think about it. Who else is – because everybody say Mario Barrios, unless you ask that big-eyed taco hat wearing weirdo-ass nigga, because all of a sudden, Mario Barrios the best champ, the best champion at welterweight. but then he picked Brian Norman to beat Dev and was bigging up Brian Norman. A lot of people have said that Mario Barrios is the weakest champion in the division. Right? I personally think it's Lewis Crocker right now, but regardless. So who's the champions? You got Devin Haney, you got Rowley, Devin Rowley, Barrios, and Crocker. I would say it's Crocker. But regardless, a lot of people said Mario Barrios is the weakest link, right? Cool. If you cannot beat Barrios, brother, it ain't like you could go back down to 40 because I don't think you beat any of the champions at 40 right now anyway. I don't think you beat any of them. None of them. None of them. If you go to 54, you ain't beating none of them. You lose to Barrios, what you gonna do? Like losing to Barrios would probably be a headshot on his career. Like I don't think he'll ever bounce back from that situation. Just being real. Just keeping it 1,000. You lose to Barrios, a nigga that literally everybody criticizes for being terrible. You will be the official flunky of your peers. I already look at you as a flunky right now, but you losing to Barrios? That'll be the icing on the cake. That'll be the nail in the coffin when it comes to his career. Tricks for the win says, I think that's what your name is, but we're going to call you Tricks. If Ryan beats Barrios, will you be upset? I won't really care because I'm not a fan of neither one of them. You know what I mean? But I do think that Ryan Garcia is putting himself in a position to lose. I think he's underestimating Mario Barrios. I think that he's not really training hard. I think that he's worried about attention more than actually living the life as a fighter. That's what I think. But if he were to beat Barrios, I mean, I really wouldn't care personally. But, you know, at the same time, I am rooting for Mario Barrios because I don't like Ryan Garcia. I think that everything he stands for is fake. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's a cheater. I think he's a racist. So why would I ever root for the man who don't like me nor my people? Why would I ever root for him? So that's how I feel about him. Everybody else, yeah, I mean, they be trying to what I call Ryan champ, though. I mean, if he beats a world champion and he has a world title, he will be a champion. So whether I like him or not, I will have to call him that. It sounds like you rooting for Ryan. That's what it sounds like to me. Because obviously, if he got a world title, you got to call him a champ. What else would you call him? Sound like you want to feel some sort of vindication for Ryan Garcia, who's like, will you call him champ? But if he beats Barrios, would you be mad? Would you call him champ? Like, nigga, it sounds like you want to call him champ while he blowing your back out. That's what it sounds like to me. Sound like you want to call the nigga champ right now. You feel me?
Let's go, champ. That's right.
You tripping. I don't know what tape time you on, cousin. My boy Ralph in the building, he said, it's a horrible look coming off. It's a horrible look coming off of a testing positive. He loses 2 back-to-back fights. It makes us even question fights back when you were using. Back then, were you using even before the Dev fight? Facts. People are already thinking that now because his performance against Ryan was so atrocious that all people started to wonder was whether, you know, how long was he on that shit? Because Ryan ain't never looked like that. And ironically, that was right after he had to do 365, dope, WBC random blood in urine testing, 365 out of testing. You feel what I'm saying? So if you do 365 testing for the first time and you perform like that, it's like, come on, bro, something not adding up. That's weird. A lot of niggas don't believe in coincidences. I'm one of them. So, like, what we really doing out here in these streets, bro? What we really doing out here in these streets? That's what I want to know. Is this what we doing? And since it's for the WBC, I hope, because after he lost the Rolly, he stopped doing 365 testing. I hope that they testing him as much as they need to, because if you got convicted before, you need to be doing stringent, like consistent, hellified VADA testing moving forward for every fight moving forward in your career. You sign up for the WBC, you need to be a clean. Is he even in the VADA program? Is he in the VADA program right now? Let me see. Is he in the VADA? Is he in the clean boxing program right now since he's fighting for the WBC? Is he enrolled? Who's in the WBC clean boxing program? Could we let's take a look. Who's on there? Of course, you can't find it. I don't see it, y'all. Let me see if it'll show up on BoxRec. You don't see anything about him being enrolled in WBC, the clean boxing program. That's weird. My boy Teach in the building said, which one of the new 147 or rookie 147 you see as a future champ after those current champs are gone? I really like Keon Davis. I think he is more skilled than Keyshawn. Wow, that's a hell of a statement. Keon did look good in the last fight that I seen him in. You know what I mean? It wasn't against no top opposition or anything like that, but he showed himself. He showed out for sure. Rookie 147s. I think that Jack Catterall, if he plays his cards right, I think if he gets the right fight, he could possibly win a world title. So that's a new 147 right there. Leon Paro, I think, I heard Leon Paro was supposed to fight Patty Donovan, but I think Patty Donovan had pulled out or whatever the case is. I think that any of those new guys that are ranked in the IBF, I think they're fully capable of defeating Lewis Crocker and possibly taking that title. We've seen Eddie Hearn don't really want Lewis Crocker to fight Devin Haney because they know that's going to be a 120, 108 scorecard. You know what I mean? Probably some knockdowns involved, whatever the fuck the case is. He don't want to unify with Dev. He don't want to give Dev an opportunity unless he signed with him. So new 47s. Who just came up from 40? I seen Leon Paro, Jack Catterall moved up. Or rookie 147. I mean, Rohan Polanco could probably do something. I think he need to tighten up his defense a little bit, but he got some potential. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Tiger Johnson. That's another one. He just beat the dog shit out of Nicholas Flores. You know what I mean? He proved me wrong with the Nicholas Flores fight. So, I mean, Tiger Johnson definitely got some potential as well. I do think that he still needs, some a little bit more seasoning before he jump in there with them elite guys. Shit, man. I like Nicholas Flores too, man. I like the style. I thought he was going to be a problem, but Tiger derailed all of that shit. So, shit. It's a good question. 147 got some guys. R3 said, not sure if you saw the Fight Hype interview, but Lonnie B with Lonnie B, but he said that David's ducking better beef and he's, unquote, not a monster. Well, that's Lonnie B's opinion, but every time I see Lonnie B talking, he always talking shit about somebody. You know what I mean? Because every time I see like him doing an interview with whoever it is, he's always talking down on somebody. You know what I mean? The only reason why he on Better Beef dick, let's just be honest, is because I heard Better Beef beat the dog shit out of him in sparring. So that's probably why he's such a fanatic with Better Beef, to be honest with you. I don't know David for ducking Artur Better Beef. I highly doubt that fight was ever presented to him, because if it was, I'm sure he would have took the fight. I don't know David Benavidez for ducking anybody. Now, if you feel like Better Beef could beat Benavidez, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's your opinion. The only thing I knew, Lonnie B is Lionel Thompson, for what I understand. And the only thing we know him for was fighting Jose and beating Jose Euskadi. But then after that, he ain't do shit after that. You feel what I mean? If you want to talk about somebody being a underachieving ass motherfucker, then it would be him. You see what I mean? Like, you beat Jose Euskadi and then disappear from the sport. If you're so opinionated and you feel like somebody, ass or whatever the case is, why don't you jump back in the mix? Why wasn't you a potential opponent for David Benavidez? Y'all was both in the same weight class, brother. You know what I mean? Look like every time you stepped up, you done got your ass whooped, though. You got knocked out by Sergey Kovalev. Oh, you got knocked out in Bethlehem. Okay. You got knocked out in Bethlehem at the Sands Casino. Then you lose. You lose to 15-0s. You losing to 7-1s. You losing to a 7-1 when you are a well-decorated fighter. Then you lose to Edwin Rodriguez. And bro, you did, like, all you was a stepping stone, and you want to talk about how motherfuckers ain't shit. Oh, okay, so that's why he's salty. Because Lonnie B turned down the David fight because he wanted more money. This was years ago. Well, you ain't nobody to be asking for more money. See, that's that bitch ass shit that I be talking about. Niggas be doing you a favor for giving you opportunity, and you want to go ahead and try to overprice yourself and act like you somebody. Because you knew David would have fucked you up. So before he fucked you up, you wanted to get a couple more dollars. Because that might have meant that would be the last big fight of your career. And I bet you fought Jose Euskadi, a former world champion, for less money than what you was trying to get for Benavidez. So the fuck out of here. That nigga's a hater. I don't even want to talk about dude. He's a weirdo. Every time I see him, he talking negatively about somebody. You know what I mean? Nigga said I duck Benavidez too. That's funny. Everybody's beatable, brother, but Benavidez is going to be a hard fight for just about anybody, to be honest. Bivol IQ is top notch. I want to see him in Benavidez. Me too. Would love to see that fight. If David beats Bivol, bro, he's going to be an absolute superstar. Yeah, I mean, niggas gonna be understanding, like, oh yeah, I see why he don't want to fight. I see why Canelo don't even want to fight him. Now, I seen somebody in the comments, I didn't get to address the question. It was like, did you see Canelo duck Osleys Iglesias? Now, I'm gonna say this, and this ain't me jumping to Canelo's defense or anything like that. Y'all know I don't fuck with Canelo. Right? Like, everybody know that. But what I'm gonna say is, that wasn't a duck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that Canelo Alvarez just came up off of a surgery. You know what I mean? That takes a long time to get back from. You got to go do rehab. You got to get cleared by a doctor. And the IBF was pretty much checking in on him like, yo, are you available for this fight? And he's like, yo, I can't talk about that fight right now because I'm healing from an injury. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, can you really be ducking somebody while simultaneously healing from an injury? I don't think so. Do you want the man to walk into a fight with an injury? You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be like, oh, man, no excuses. It's like, bro, let that man come. Let that man deal with that injury. Let him heal from that injury. Let him rehab that injury. Then when he's available, then y'all could, bring up the idea of him fighting Iglesias. But what I did see is that Jaime Munguia is next in line. Now, it's Jaime Munguia who's perfectly healthy right now, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, Jaime Munguia is available. Jaime Munguia is healthy. Well, Jaime Munguia step up to the plate and face Osley Iglesias. That's what I want to know. That's a valid question to me. Let me see something. Oh, all right. That's a valid question to me. Would you fight? Will Jaime Munguia fight Iglesias? Why isn't Jaime Munguia getting a world title shot? Why isn't he looking for a world title? I mean, you lost to Canelo. You lost to Canelo. But shit, look like the IBF is within your grasp. Are you going to take that opportunity or are you not? If Munguia takes it, he's in danger. I agree. I seen Iglesias fight. That kid's a problem. But anyways, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. If y'all can go ahead and hit the like button on the way out, that'll be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,300 mark, looking to hit that 3,400 mark in due time. I appreciate everybody that came through and watched my live fight commentary to Amanda Serrano versus Reina Tellez. You know what I mean? And my post-fight reaction. We also got into some open boxing topics, man. Thank you very much. I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world. Until then, I hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.